In a game like Candy Crush, do people design the levels, or do computers design them? They are not infinite. My so waits for new ones to be released. Then, crushes them in a few furious hours. Candy Crush levels are designed by people. And for a long time. Only one. Computer-generated levels are often procedurally generated. And are different each playthrough. Examples are games like The Binding of Isaac and Hades. Edit. Apparently I'm varying degrees of wrong. Fun fact. Candy Crush levels are so designed that you will on average run out of moves 1 to 3 moves away from finishing it, so you will be tempted to buy extra. I found a lot of them repeated. You just got fewer moves, or they would add a special tile. Hello. I work in mobile gaming. Every level, every detail you see, every game mechanic, etc., is designed by people. Even if there are hundreds of levels, there's people behind that, and a lot of thought actually goes into it. A good match 3 has a team behind it that knows how to raise difficulty and challenge over time to keep players engaged. Edit. Also to add that QA was also a bunch of humans just playing the games hundreds of times. When you've done QA for a while, you get good at spotting similarities and issues. Generally, bugs resemble each other a lot. I'm an artist, but I'm sure there's also some programming implemented that can track dupes. There's tons of match 3s out there, so at this point a lot of game design exists already. We're not just reinventing it each time. I used to work as a programmer on just Candy Crush. And yes, they're made by humans. Here's an interesting talk about level design in the Saga games and a little how they do it. https www.youtube.com/watch v = loon9rz2e2k. I'd expect they have algorithms using set rules and principles to generate them. Then playtesters will sign them off as being fun, playable. Both. If a certain spot in the game needs to provide the user with a certain item or achievement, then that is a manually set script. The rest of the game can be then done with code that randomly selects what to display. My ex is on around level 8000 on a mobile game similar to Candy Crush called Gardenscapes. I always assumed the levels were generated by a machine. Edit. I also assumed they were infinite. With how insanely impossible some of the levels are that feel just super random. I wouldn't be surprised if the reason why I've gotten stuck on levels like that before I quit, because the games are brainless to me anyway, is because the programming is made for the levels to be random and the game just rolls difficulty every time it makes you start the next puzzle. I expect there's a bit of a hybrid process. Process A, hand make level, playtest level, modify based on feedback, repeat as necessary, release. Process B, have an algorithm generate candidates for a level, narrow the list, playtest candidates, modify and narrow the list again, repeat as necessary, release selected candidate S with modifications. The order, colors of the tiles is randomly generated a fake, but someone still has to design and code the levels. Probably just some dude living in his mom's basement. The reason most games do not use procedurally generated content is that most of the times they lack the interesting tidbits that would make them interesting. This does not mean that someone can't write a generator for their game and ship levels created by the generator to every single player. Just that most don't, because the results would not entice players to keep playing. Some games, of course, adapt better to procedurally generated content. Others very badly. IIRC Candy Crush has like 3700, 3800 levels. They are designed by people. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doomscrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.